heard of Lutheranism, you've heard of Catholicism, but have you ever heard of Eckankar? It's a New Age religion with its headquarters right here in Minnesota. But is it a religion or something else?
You can protect, you can give love, you can heal.
What is Hugh? Tuesday we take you inside the walls of the Temple of Eck in Chanhassen, Minnesota, and find out. Watch KSAX Eyewitness News this Tuesday at 5 for part 1 of Eckankar in Minnesota.
His legend began more than 100 years ago.
Looks like a big cradle.
His cradle was here. He's pretty much born here.
Our stories that we've written say that Paul Bunyan was born here.
And ever since the mythical Minnesota lumberjack began swinging his axe, towns in northern Minnesota have had an axe to grind, proving their city is the rightful birthplace of Paul Bunyan. So join us Thursday at 5 for part 3 in our hunt for Paul Bunyan's true birthplace.
Well, tonight our I-Team opens the book on judges who misbehave, violate ethics standards, even break the law.
If you don't hear much about them, that's because Maryland's system of accountability for judges operates mostly in secret. Here's lead investigative reporter Jane Miller.
I'm from Channel 11 in Baltimore.
When we spoke with Judge Kennedy Boone back in March, we had to ask him an unusual question.
First question is whether you've done the breathalyzer yet this morning.
No.
You heard right. Judge Boone had to take the breathalyzer test twice each day to make sure he was sober when he sat in judgment of others. The judge was convicted of drunk driving last year. He was involved in an accident in Hagerstown in which the other driver suffered minor injuries. According to police reports, Boone's blood alcohol level was .18, more than double Maryland's legal limit. Some in public positions might lose their job for a drunk driving offense, not Judge Boone. The breathalyzer was the judicial system's way to handle a problem without kicking a judge off the bench.
Would you call it punishment?
Sanctions. Sanctions.
The matter of Judge Boone's drunk driving and admitted alcoholism were handled by the state's Commission on Judicial Disabilities.
Was it your suggestion or theirs?
That was theirs, yes.
So the commission came up with the idea of the breathalyzer.
Yeah, and I would suggest that you talk to the commission because I can't speak for them.
The idea of the commission is to handle problems and complaints about judges so the public doesn't lose faith. But despite changes over the years to impose better accountability and more transparency, the process seems focused on keeping judges on the bench and disciplinary actions secret.
Between fiscal years 2006 and 2010, the commission received 614 written complaints about judges. 2 resulted in formal charges of misconduct. 20 resulted in lesser reprimands, most kept private. Included in that group, a circuit court judge who did not appear to be paying appropriate attention to the case before him because he was eating and lifting dumbbells behind the bench for most of the hearing. Can't tell who it is. His case is confidential. The balance of the complaints, the vast majority of them, were dismissed. No judge was removed.
Unfortunately, keeping the judge on the bench does seem to be the goal.
Suzanne Blonder keeps a scorecard of judicial accountability for a nonpartisan judicial watchdog called HALT. Maryland, she says, is not the worst, but far from the best in holding judges accountable. The majority of people who make up Maryland's commission are judges and lawyers.
We're finding that most states, and Maryland is certainly one of them, are regularly issuing private, closed-door reprimands. They're not explaining the hundreds of dismissals that they issue every year.
Swift County is a lawless county. Swift County's lawless. Benson is a lawless city. John Holt should resign. David Menace, Judge David Menace was placed under 629.37. Swift County is a lawless county. Swift County's lawless. Benson City's lawless. You should check your taxes. They steal farms. They like stealing farms and reselling them for nothing.
How much did they steal your farm for?
$28,000 they stole it for. Yeah, Hide the tribes of Judge John Stashel, the criminal from Polk County, to come down. David Menace is his buddy, so he had to help him.
18th, Polk County, Minnesota. Figure we'd rattle some cages, let everybody know Polk County's lawless.
John Stasholt's a crook. John Stasholt's a crook. John Stasholt's a crook. John Stasholt's a crook. Obstruction of justice, destroying court records. Don't believe anything from John Stasholt. His wife assaults people. John Stasholt's wife assaults people. Polk County is lawless. Polk County is lawless. Polk County's lawless. John Stasholt's a criminal. John Stasholt's a criminal. Aiding and abetting David Menace for the theft of John Besser's farm. John Stasholt's a criminal. John Stasholt's a criminal. John Stasholt's a criminal. Place John Stasholt under arrest. John Stasholt's a criminal. John Stasholt's a criminal.